Greetings, my name is Michael Orff, and I would like to present my company, Mopar UAS, and its two platforms to get more Mopar muscle cars back on the road with a realistic budget for both businesses and for the car enthusiast customers. What is Mopar UAS? Muscle cars in the flavor of Mopar should not be driven only by the population with a chip food budget. With Mopar UAS, we help the muscle car enthusiasts connect with the Mopar graveyards of the United States with our UAS Rotor Wing Platform 1 and deliver the products with our UAS Rotor Wing Platform 2. This business plan of Mopar UAS will show how we use our unmanned aircraft systems, what type of UAS platform we will use with payload capabilities, how our selected UAS will complete the company mission, what risks does Mopar UAS face and how we mitigate them, and what FAA regulation guidelines will this company fall under, and the need for waivers for outside of those regulations. Mopar UAS Platform 1 with a Gannett rotor wing. Mopar UAS, or Unmanned Aircraft Systems, for rotor wing UAS Platform 1 utilizes two small unmanned aircraft systems to first get an inventory of local graveyards that still have harvestable Mopar parts and accessories, like the largest Mopar graveyard hidden in the hills of North Carolina. Then a computerized program will use the data collected by the rotor wing UAS to make up a grid-like flight path to see where all the Mopar parts and accessories are located, so waypoints can be made in the flight path for the customer's needs of getting their Mopar back on the road. These Mopar parts will be airlifted back to the shop for shipping. Please see Figure 2 for dual aircraft cargo configuration with quartz claw and cargo basket. The second platform of the rotor wing UAS system will be at customer's cost for delivery and not the Mopar graveyards, and use a quantity of one Condor drone that was tested by the Drone Delivery Canada company. For rotor wing Platform 1, Mopar UAS falls under FAA Part 107 rules of pilot certificate and operational rules for civil small unmanned aircraft weighing less than 55 pounds. The rules for the operating over people is more defined in three categories, 1, 2, or 4, with operating broadcast requirements of 89.110 or 89.115. To obtain your FAA Part 107, there are three main steps. Step 1. The first step under FAA Part 107 is to learn the rules under FAA Part 107. Here is a summary of the rules for FAA Part 107. Step 2. Under Step 2, the pilots flying the unmanned aircraft systems will have to pass the knowledge test. Pilot for the UAS system must be at least 16 years of age, fully understand how to read and write and speak English, and be in a physical and have a mental aptitude to fly a drone or unmanned aircraft system safely. Once the soon-to-be UAS pilot passes all knowledge tests, they'll have to fill out a FAA Form 8710-13 to get their remote pilot certificate. I'm only mentioning this because if your company wants to fly these unmanned aircraft systems, they will need to have a pilot per UAS flown in the Mopar graveyards, unless you get a waiver to have one pilot fly more than one UAS system at a time. The third and last step to getting your FAA Part 107 Pilot UAS certificate is to register drone or your SUAS with the FAA. You will have to pay a $5 fee for the registration process. Please see the screen for the website from the FAA and the image to the right to see what page will come up. Due to Mopar UAS's divergent platform, it will need a waiver under FAA used for civil non-government entries. Mopar UAS needing to lift and transport more than 55 pounds will require a waiver per exemption under special authority for certain unmanned systems. Mopar UAS will require a second waiver due to FAA Part 107.35, where a pilot cannot operate more than one UAS system or be a visual observer for more than one unmanned aircraft system at a time. Mopar UAS Platform 2 Condor Rotor Wing. Mopar UAS for Platform 2 will be under FAA Part 135. With the use of the Rotor Wing Condor UAS system, this system will align to the UPS Flight Forward Incorporated Company. They got their certificate on September 27, 2019. Mopar UAS teamed up with this company and can now share the same routes. The Condor is capable of flying 120 knots in these pre-approved flight path access of the United States to achieve great time for Mopar enthusiasts to get their package next day UAS flight mail when Mopar parts are required to get their muscle cars back on the road. The customer pays regular next day airmail prices that align with the UPS current prices. Mopar graveyards pay a small fee of $50 a month to have access to the Mopar UAS Condor Cargo Next Day UAS flight path. The technology of the UPS has outstanding technology when the UAS can land on the UPS trucks closest to the destination for the Mopar enthusiast address while en route to create more efficient delivery in rural areas where the driver continues on their route. Please see Figure 5, UAS meets UPS delivery truck for more detailed view of this platform for Mopar cargo delivery. Mopar UAS for its second platform for the Condor Rotor Wing UAS system, it falls under the package delivery by drone FAA Part 135 regulations. This FAA regulation guidance to be qualified, all applicants must go through the 5-phase of certification process. Mopar UAS teamed up with the already approved UPS FAA Part 135 operation, but still need to go through all the other applicants of the 5 phases of Phase 1, pre-application, Phase 2, formal application, Phase 3, design assessment, Phase 4, performance assessment, and Phase 5, administrative functions, where the FAA approves or denies the Part 135 certificate. Guidance. For guidance on risk, Mopar UAS has provided Apex B risk assessment for a proper FAA Part 107 flight operations procedure. Please read through slides 12 through 16 to get an idea how to safely run a FAA Part 107 operation for unmanned aircraft systems. As you can see in the beginning is the pre-flight, which deals with the pre-flight team, what the team consists of, and what the pilots and the team members have to do for their duties. Section 2 is for obstacles, traffic, and human beings while under flight operations. Section 3 is potential system failures. What Mopar UAS does in an occurrence where the UAS system has a malfunction. Section 4 is post-flight, what you do after your aircraft is returned from its mission. And Section 6 is provide suggestions for methods to avoid risks. Risk assessment. For risk assessment, slide 18 with Table 1, risk matrix, shows how by following regulations, Mopar UAS has a rare probability and impact. But if regulations are ignored, they can go to category 1 to a 10, a very likely probability and very high impact for risks. Here is the Table 1 risk assessment. As you can see on the bottom left, Mopar UAS for Platform 1 and 2 is probability rare and impact also rare. But if you deviate from regulations, it could go right to category 10, which is very high impact and a very high probability of risk. Risk factors. For risk factors of Mopar UAS, were mitigated by the use of Swot Analysis, and our company found the best unmanned aircraft system to use was the rotor wing UAS platform. Please see slide 20 for the Appendix A SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Mopar UAS, we used a rotor wing and a fixed wing, and we found that the rotor wing worked a lot better for our company because of the flight path and how many waypoints or stops it would have to go to pick up customers' Mopar needs. Figures. Mopar UAS has provided the following figures 1 through 7 in slides 22 through 28 to get a more in-depth look at all the aspects of our business. Figure 1 shows the Platform 1 Gannett rotor wing aircraft. It shows it has a 4-stroke gas engine, the sensors that it has, the generators, the cameras for surveillance, the altimeter, the compass sensor, and the payload capability. Figure 2 shows a typical twin platform with the rotor wing UAS to retrieve the cargo for the customer in the aircraft graveyards. Figure 3 shows the FAA cargo delivery Condor, which is under Part 135. The max range is 200 kilometers. The max speed is 120. The max payload is 180 kilograms. And the max tow weight is 476 kilograms. Figure 4 shows how packaging of the condo happens. It can be internal of the aircraft. Figure 5 shows the ground control station for the unmanned aircraft systems for our aircraft graveyard. This is so the pilots and everybody could be in an enclosed, safe space. The only person outside during flight operations would be the visual observer. Figure 6 here shows a typical flight path for aircraft graveyard. You can see where the launch and recovery site is, where the ground control station is, and laid out is all the risks with the tree lines in the buildings and whatnot. Figure 7 shows how the UPS delivery truck system works. This is where the UAS systems can pick up and drop off Mopar parts with our team UPS. Investors, Dr. Burroughs McElwain and fellow Embraer Eagles, I hope you enjoyed my presentation on Mopar UAS. The last 3 slides are my reference. Thank you all, and remember, when it comes to muscle cars, it's Mopar or no car.